Sunday night Stadia episode, and I'm proud to freaking announce this. Actually, we're good right here, right? Boom. So I'm proud to announce this because, we really looked into Stadia here. By the way, we have a super special guest. We have Baz, 4K live in effect. If you guys don't know who he is, you will find out who he is very soon. But
yep,
we are going to play some Stadia. And this is going to be dope, man. I'm going to tell you guys just a quick background before we jump into the actual show. We got Baz in the chat right now, or in the game. We got Garrett in game. Perfect. We're playing Monopoly today. So when I started this thing, I started it because literally I hated Stadia for some reason. I didn't fucking like it.
You
I thought
bastard.
it was yeah, and I started learning more about it. I started playing more, and because of that, I decided to get Stadia started, and that's why we have Sunday Night Stadia. So we're just gonna talk a lot of shit, and as we always do, and I'm just ready to get started. So without further ado, Baz 4K, man, what's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
I appreciate you being here. This is gonna be super dope, man. Real quick, Garrett, when you get the chance, start that game up because I'm about to whoop some Monopoly ass right now. Oh, let's pick our people. All right, I'm gonna do the car probably.
I'm gonna do the airplane because no one can fly right now.
All right, I got the car.
Oh, someone's got the ghost.
I got the ghost.
You know who has the ghost? My fucking ex, because she's been ghosting me ever since. But let's do this. All right.
She probably found out about your secret rendezvous.
Alright, go ahead, get that started. So real quick, man, while we're waiting, we're gonna get this game going. If you guys don't know, the purpose of this stream, the purpose of this Sunday night show is literally to play games and talk about Stadia, right? How fucking fun is that? And what we're gonna do is I want... Okay, let's see who got the best. Oh, okay, you got 4.
Now's the time to get a good
dice.
Watch this. I got that magic touch, bro. Never mind.
Yo, all I need is a 5.
Good roll of the dice.
I think you got
Watch
it,
him
man.
Watch him get a 2.
I know, right?
Here it comes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he got a 7.
Good stuff. So real quick, the purpose of the show is to literally play games and talk about Stadia. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I have a couple of questions that we're just going to run through, guys. And, you guys are like experienced Stadia players. I mean, you're both founders, right, of Stadia. And you both have experience playing it, right? And myself, I haven't played this I played for maybe a month, right? And I have a few, maybe 40, 50 hours worth of Stadia gameplay that I've done. So I don't even know about a lot of the shit about Stadia. So the first thing that I want to ask is, okay, for new people... Like, first of all, before you heard of Stadia, what was your guys' like first impression of it when you heard about Stadia before you even played it?
Who you want to go first on that one?
I'll have you go first because you're the guest.
Oh, sure. All right. So, I actually was a founding member of OnLive like 10 years ago.
Really?
I don't know if either of you guys remember what OnLive was, but
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so it was basically an ex-Microsoft employee who had created the web TV, and he built what essentially is Stadia, but 10 years ago on like horrible internet, and it played pretty decent, but it ended up he ran out of money, and it kind of died, right? And it actually ended up that and another competing service named Gaikai kind of got rolled into what is now PlayStation Now, PS Now, is that what it's called, their streaming service?
Yes.
So, yeah, so I've been kind of super amped about streaming cloud gaming for a long time.
Ready?
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, G? I know Garrett was telling me about he was telling me about the Stadia when it was coming out because I know you were doing videos and stuff about it. Me personally, I didn't even think too much of it. But what was your first impression of it when you heard about Stadia?
My first impression, I hope you owe money with this community chest. But all seriousness,
fuck you. Fuck you. It's always when Garrett says some shit that I get fucked.
Hey,
yeah, you got
money.
God damn it.
That's true. So, like, I do have an open mind, and I do have, I do have the tendency to collect video games and get into platforms without thinking about it.
Right.
So I kind of got into Stadia without thinking about it. I'm like, ooh, that looks cool. The games kind of look old, and I don't know if I'm going to be playing the service, but I wanted the Midnight controller, which is I do have somewhere around here, but my video's off and you guys can't see it. And I just came into it with an open mind, and if it worked, it worked. If not, at least I became a founder, and I could have my first name as my Stadia name, just in case the service did pick off.
Right. Which you do. Your first name is your Stadia name. Right.
And I did kind of notice there was a lot of issues when it did first come out. Like, they were missing a bunch of features and all that, and then I kind of like fell off of it for a while. Then, you know, as the service got better and more people got into it, then I kind of got back into it. Like, there was a time where I didn't play Stadia for like 2 months.
Right. And you know, here's the crazy thing, man. Because you remember, I was talking a lot of shit about... I'm actually going to try this double, by the way. Which I did! Hell yeah! That's why I did it. Because I know I'm going to fucking get a good one right there. You know what I mean? Anyway, I started... When I heard about the Stadia, I was talking a lot of shit, Baz. I really was. I'm not even going to lie to you. Because...
I think his exact words, fuck Stadia, who wants to play that shit?
Yeah, he was telling me that shit yesterday.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm really curious how Xbox xCloud's gonna work out.
Right.
But I feel like Google has so much invested in this, they can't just pull the plug. And I think that's everybody's big thought, was that Google was going to pull the plug on this. And they've done hundreds of their other services, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like at this point, they've got to have over $1 billion invested in this. Like, they've got a retarded amount of money invested in this. I don't see them pulling the plug for at least 5.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't.
I was telling Garrett, like, with the Stadia community, you know, one thing about Stadia is there's such a niche community right now that it's gonna be game streaming is gonna be the future of fucking gaming. I think, like, it really is. Whether you like it or not, that's what it's gonna be. It's the same thing of like Netflix. We never expected Netflix to be like this super.
No.
You know what I mean? It was always Blockbuster.
I remember Netflix. You had to mail your DVDs.
Yeah, back when when they started.
What's crazy about Stadia is, like, PlayStation Now's been out for like 5 years. Like, how did they let this happen?
Right.
You know, like,
because they don't care.
Subscription to PlayStation Now, it's a mess.
You did well.
Oh, I'm buying that railroad, by the way. Last time I gave Garrett my railroads, I fucked myself.
My son beat my ass with railroads this morning.
Yeah, the railroad. You're not ever getting a railroad from me again,
all
Garrett.
4 of them things. I had half the board, and me and him landed on 9 railroads in a row.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like,
he smashed me with railroads this morning.
Fuck that. Yeah, but Stadia is the new wave of gaming, you know. And I know in the next maybe 5 years, kind of like you said, Baz, this thing is gonna be bigger than ever, and that's why I wanted to hit the community now, you know, because I wanted to have that foothold in the community of Stadia, because it's gonna be such a huge thing.
One of the crazy things is a lot of the stuff that they've been pitching about Stadia hasn't come to fruition. Like, they're talking about, like, while we're streaming right now, somebody could click a link on the YouTube video and, like, join the game and stuff. Like, crazy things they're talking about.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, like the tech that they showed off when they first announced Stadia, the stuff that they have planned. Like, that they talked about all this technology called negative latency, where they learn your game playing habits so well by this, like, studying what you're doing. Sorry, I bumped my mic. By studying what you're doing and whatnot, that they can predict what you're gonna do before you do it, and actually push the button before you press it, so that you have negative latency in the game.
Damn. So Stadia's been going really hard with it.
Like, I really think Google's not playing. I think they're tired of watching Microsoft, who's kind of been floundering as a company, sucking up all that Xbox money, and same thing with Sony.
Right. That's really dope because, you know, like, Stadia is such a
chance to own some real estate.
I just remember it being, you know, such a controversial thing, and now everyone's like on Stadia basically, or some shape or form.
Yeah, now they have no excuse. It's free.
Right, and that as well.
Like, yeah, they have like no excuse to try it.
I think there's a big marketing problem with Stadia right now, because a lot of people are like, what do you mean I have to pay for the games? I'm like, you got to pay for Xbox games, don't you? Like, they don't just give you free Xbox games.
Right.
Like, they keep trying to think, they hear cloud and they think Netflix. Oh, I pay a subscription and I get all these games for free. And they're like,
oh, by the way, pay up.
Your rent is due.
No, you pay him.
No, what the fuck?
No, I arrived on his. Yeah, I gotta pay him.
Oh, wait a minute. Basketball. Okay.
You gotta pay the fucking rent, you know?
Oh, it shows you how much I'm paying attention to the game.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to, like, hit the freaking
Your turn
end
starts
turn
now.
button.
Right. Now let's talk about. Now I want to talk about your channel a little bit, Baz, because
Okay,
we were talking a little bit and fuck your double. No, I'm kidding. But we were talking a little bit and you've been doing this for quite some time. Now my question is,
my first stream was November 2011.
right? So and he's and Garrett has actually been Twitch streaming, which is a whole different conversation we're gonna have soon. But Garrett has been Twitch streaming lately, and like he's been doing Twitch since it was a fucking thing. I'm talking about Baz, you know what I mean? So he's been doing this since it was a thing. What made you want to jump into Stadia, though? You know?
My whole house is like decked. I have about 9 Google Homes in my house. Excellent. Everybody in my house owns Pixels. My 8-year-old's got a Pixel 1. My son's got a Pixel 3 XL. My wife's got a 3 XL, and I got a 4 XL.
Right. Hold on, my controllers is being weird. Press Y to use. Okay. Wow, a lot of technical difficulties up in this bitch, huh?
A lot of technical difficulties in this.
If you accidentally switch to keyboard and mouse, that happens sometimes.
Like I might just use keyboard and mouse.
I was thinking about that. I'm using my wired controller right now, but
okay. So Baz, man, what made you get into Stadia? Like honestly, like what?
I like to be a first responder on Google products, man. And like even though I know it's like a gamble, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just a big fan of Google. I feel like when you look at like the powerhouses in tech, right? You got Microsoft, Apple, Google, even Amazon starting to kind of get that little piece, right?
Right.
I just feel like Google is kind of so far ahead of the pack, right?
Boom, got it.
Like little things like you take iPhone and Android and you compare them, and the Android is leaps and bounds past whatever the iPhone's doing, right?
Right.
As far as the platform, I mean, of course, you could pick out some garbage ass like $200 phone and say this is garbage.
Exactly.
Like if you look at like everything Google's doing, from cloud infrastructure to AI, like everything they're doing, they're just ahead of the crowd. So when I thought they were getting into video gaming, which is kind of what I do, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, and I was like, I gotta check this out. Like this is right in my wheelhouse. So
right. And even G Million started his Stadia show not too long ago. I owe you 200. How the fuck do I owe you 200?
Because someone bought a railroad. I think he bought the railroad. Oh no, income tax.
Fuck the income tax. How about they pay me? We got fucking stimulus check. Like why can't we have that here?
Your turn starts now.
Stimulus check.
So we got.
I guess that's the issue being a self-employed, huh?
I know, huh? We got Marco.
My household makes too much money.
We got Marco Bazaar watching the stream. What's up, man? What's going on, Marco?
What's up, Marco?
How's it going, bro?
How's it going, Marco?
Glad to have you here. So,
all
right. So let's talk about some good. I always wanted to do this because I feel like I'm such a new player with Stadia that you guys have that experience. I want to kind of dive into that. So what are some of the, right off the top, right? Let's talk about Stadia. Basic fucking Stadia. What are the negatives of Stadia if you guys had to talk about them real quick? Because a lot of people like talking shit. Not everything is perfect, right? But what are the negatives of Stadia that we can already identify?
Yeah, I'll let you take this one, G-Million. I've been kind
of... Well, first you should end your turn.
Oh yeah.
Then
he was scared because he's gonna land on a railroad or something.
Then, like I've been noticing, I've been playing some of the multiplayer games.
Right.
Like if the multiplayer game is not super popular, then you're not gonna get into a game. Like I had troubles getting into a game on Mortal Kombat 11 when I got that on sale.
Right.
So I had, I had issues with that. Then I had issues, with the latency, but it was just like so far in between. And when the thing first launched, there was issues with that as well. They're just missing a lot of features that the big boys have right now, and the community is holding that against them still.
Right, and I also let me roll this shit. I also think as a new person, one of the things, and I talked to this about Garrett a lot, about this. There is not enough games right now, and I understand that because Stadia is new and there's all about the contractual bullshit that people have to go through, and let me actually I'm gonna put some houses real quick because
You're gonna give me property?
I'm gonna give you property,
You can't
dude.
put no
I'm gonna.
houses down. What you putting houses
You,
on?
you don't have enough property
Bro,
to get houses, bro.
I know. I just realized that because I don't even play it the way the classic Monopoly.
Oh, this guy's like, you gotta have one property to put a hotel.
Right,
down.
that's how I used to
Right.
play it. I would just be fucking Donald Trump buying every hotel.
You gotta
in
have
this
a
bitch.
monopoly, dog. You can't just put proud houses down.
I know. All right, so what I was gonna say though is, with Stadia is like, there's not a big variety of games, and I've heard that. I think that's a lot of the problem with people is there's not a huge variety of games on Stadia as much as other platforms and stuff. But you know, with the games that there are, I've had a really good time with them. I haven't had any issues with connectivity or, you know, anything big like that. So I think that's such a dumb fucking thing to say when people are like, well, I've been lagging a lot. Well, maybe your internet shit. You ever thought about that? You know what I mean?
I wanted to say something about that too, because right now, if you look at the next 10 years, it's the worst the internet will ever be.
Right.
The internet is only going to get better and more prolific and faster, right?
Right.
So we always got to remember that right now is the worst the internet will ever be, and 1 year from now will be the worst it will ever be from there on. You know, everything's just going to keep getting better, and we're going to hit a point when 5G is as prolific as 4G is now, where Stadia is going to work on your cell phone flawlessly, right? We're going to we just got to pass that fulcrum, and Google is smart getting into the game now, right? So that when internet is prolific like that, everything is already, their infrastructure's in place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think one of Google's biggest problems right now is a marketing issue, right? Because they're doing the standard Google tactic where it's like, put out a half-baked product and just keep chipping away to make it better.
Right.
And the video game community's not used to that. Especially the console community is very, very used to instant polished product, right? It kind of in the PC market, we're used to having half-baked products and getting patches.
Right.
The console market is very used to getting full polished packages immediately, and I think that kind of turned a lot of people off when they saw this like half-baked beta, basically, right?
Right.
And Google had a hard time explaining it because you had the Pro, then you had to buy the controller if you wanted to be a founder. Then you had to buy the games. People got confused. So I have to pay to be a pro, then pay for the games, and which is Google didn't do a good job explaining that as well.
So they could have done exactly what they did, and they could have said, we're launching Stadia beta. If you buy a controller, we'll give you 3 games for free, and we want you to test it out for 6 months. And if they had said that and done everything identical, but pitched it like that, nobody would have bitched.
Right. Right. And I wanna real quick. We got a good 5 people on the stream right now. What's up, guys? Glad that you can make it here. And
what up, guys?
Play some Monopoly. But yeah, I definitely agree with that, guys. What would you say are some other issues that are common that people like to say about Stadia? Because there are a lot.
So as far as the internet thing, like, whoever brought that up made a very good point, because someone could have shitty internet and have a bad experience, but we could have good internet and we can have a good experience, you know? It's something that it's case by case basis.
Right.
And Baz made a point saying that internets can only improve from here unless the internet companies are still going to be greedy as fuck, but
right.
Different topic, different video.
Right.
On that part.
Right,
and another thing is the data cap issue. So as of right now, as the COVID-19 thing is, we get free unlimited data because the internet companies want to pretend to be on our side, but after the lockdown's done, we're gonna have to start paying for our unlimited data again.
Right, and my shit
is. You get unlimited data on house internet?
How did you do that?
Huh?
You have data caps on your home internet?
Yeah, a lot of people have data caps on their home internet. Me personally, I pay extra to have unlimited data because, like, I'm a streamer. My mom constantly watches Hulu Live TV downstairs, and no matter what we do, the internet's being used, and I go through my data like within half a month, and that's like 1.5 terabytes.
Oof. I couldn't even imagine. I got unlimited data on everything.
Yeah, I can't imagine not unlimited data, honestly.
Do you pay for unlimited data, or you don't know you pay for it?
Whatever happens,
No, I got Spectrum, and they don't have anything but unlimited data. Like, they just don't have caps. There's no plan they have that's not unlimited.
Bank error in your favor. Collect 200. You fuck.
Ah, thank goodness.
That's like
there just are no data caps on Spectrum. Even on my cell phone, on my Verizon Unlimited, I use over 50, 60 gigabytes a month, and I don't get throttled or nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you need, if you're a gamer, you need fucking unlimited internet. You know what I mean?
See, but the thing is, they just want to collect money from you.
It's time to become the owner.
Like, they know that, and they just want to put it behind a paywall.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on the internet providers and shit, but
Probably depends on the ISP.
yeah, on the internet providers. But for the most part, I mean, here's the thing: connectivity issues. The only thing people can say about that is, here's the thing too. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story because I'm kind of a dumbass. I was playing Stadia for about 2-3 days, and I was telling Garrett, I'm like, bro, my shit is being fucking laggy. Like, it's not working good. And only to come and find out.
Me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Only to come and find out that I had fucking.
That's my
4K.
McDonald's meal right there.
That's your McDonald's meal. You work there. You get free meals. Fuck you. Yeah. If you guys don't know, McDonald's or Garrett is like.
What up, Mario?
I used to be a shift manager at McDonald's like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, Garrett's a shift manager now.
That was the best job ever.
You think
I'd tell
so?
Teenagers to change the garbage, and I'd smoke cigarettes in the lobby.
Oh shit. Damn, that's dope. I want to smoke a blunt in the lobby of McDonald's. That would be a life goal right there.
I don't think they let you do either anymore.
No, especially at my place when I'm inside of a military base, inside of a hospital.
Oh yeah.
I just retired from the military too. On top of which,
Yeah. Yeah, you work in the hospital. Like, your food has corona or something in it at this point.
You motherfucker. Auction that shit.
Hell no. You want to fuck with me, Garrett? I'm gonna steal your properties too. I told you, bro. There's no love out here in business. All right.
I'm gonna make your children orphaned.
Oh shit! I wonder how, because they're gonna be rich when I own this whole fucking board.
I don't know. You better look at the colors of all them blocks under our names. I'm just saying.
I know. Look at this shit. It's all random, bro. Fuck. Like, I'm pretty fucked if it comes down to you guys have most of
these
it.
fucking chance cars. Fuck your $150. Give me a property.
Oh, you gotta be grateful, Baz. Come on, man.
Man, fuck their money.
That's the Monopoly stimulus check right there. You already know.
Yeah, right? I got my Corona stimulus check.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, fellas, let's talk a little bit about some positivos, right? Some positives. What are your top? So Baz, what's your top 3 favorite reasons to play Stadia right now?
Would you like to invest? Shake the dice. And
When I'm streaming, it doesn't put any strain on my computer.
Right. Like I noticed right now that
as much data as a YouTube video.
Right. Yeah. I mean, even now, the streaming now, it looks almost perfect on my side, and it's dope.
That's right.
Yeah.
Give me that money. Give me that money so I can
Oh yeah,
pay
yeah.
my check.
I'll pay
I'm
you.
getting hype over $6.
I'll pay you your $6 fucking bucks, bro. Enjoy it
Oh, I will.
for sure.
Now my 10 ex-wives will be happy because I paid the child support.
That's right.
Yeah, dude. So what are your top 3 like favorite reasons of playing? Other than you said for one, it's the strain on your streaming is way better, right?
Yeah, I think probably the ability for portability, to be able to jump from a Chromebook to my desktop computer to my TV in my living room to my cell phone, and it's all seamless. Pretty much anything with a web browser, I can play all my games and all my saves are there.
Right.
There's no like I mean I could rattle off reasons all day, right? Like,
Yeah, we could always say no downloads and no patches.
Well, I'll get a prime example right now is like my son would like to get an Xbox Series X for Christmas, right?
Right.
I don't
But why
blame him.
Xbox? Why not
He's got
PlayStation
an
5?
Xbox One X right now, and he just loves it. He likes it. So,
Okay.
but just for, and I don't blame him. When I was his age, I wanted the next hottest console, right?
Right.
There's no Stadia 2. It evolves. Like next year, they could just put stronger blades in there, and it's the same service. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now it's going to be like a whole different situation because they kind of launched it near the next generation consoles. So if somebody wants to play, let's just say Cyberpunk, right? Because we know that it's coming to Stadia.
Mm-hmm.
Is someone going to spend $500 to play it on the Xbox Series X, and your dumbass is going to go to jail?
Thank you.
Sometimes you have to pay the
Okay, never mind. You're not going to jail, but you owe him. But like what he said, they can just upgrade this on the blades and make it run better than the next gen consoles, and you don't have to pay shit.
Right, there is no second generation of Stadia.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Bye-bye.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't drop the soap, motherfucker.
Fuck this game.
Bye-bye.
Fuck this.
Yeah, we're not wrong about that.
Let's
Damn, man, I'm gonna have such a hard time finding a job after this. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're a convicted felon now.
Yo, imagine every time you go to jail in Monopoly, you're actually a felon.
What the hell is
That would spice the game up, huh?
Shit.
You must pay this player.
Oh yeah, you still have to pay felons the rent.
Yeah, what the hell kind of garbage is that?
Well, you know, we
commissary?
got to make our money too. You know what I'm saying?
I just put $28 in your commissary, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I want to use that on some honey buns or something.
Some cup noodles.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
Noodles and
yeah. Let me tell you guys, man. Let me tell you straight up, real quick.
Or a bar of soap.
Or bar soap, right? I'm not gonna drop it, but you know, one thing for me is as a new player, right? I never played Stadia prior to like last month,
Nothing
and
can happen to you here.
I swear,
I
man,
wish
just
you
going
would.
on Stadia and I don't know if I should pay the 50. I'm gonna try. Nah, I'm gonna try my chances.
Still out there, man.
Nice.
Oh, you gotta be
2 in a
kidding me.
row, baby. 2 in a row.
Oh,
Oh fuck, dude, I'm a fucking beast. You see how the come up?
You have
Y'all
enough
can
money to buy
you
this
can knock
paper.
me down, but you
Would
can't
you like
fucking
to
keep me
invest?
down. You know what I mean? Hell
That's
yeah.
fine. You can land on my property on me $40 and you have to mortgage your shit.
Your time
I'll
has
have
come.
to. I'll do what I gotta do. But one thing that I love for sure about Stadia, I was telling Garrett all the time. You hop on this thing. Look, I'm a big PlayStation fan. I'm a big PC fan. And me and you talked about this yesterday, Baz. I'm a PC player, right? I'm a PS4 player and everything. I love it.
There goes your 200.
Yeah, there goes your
Right.
200. But just hopping on Stadia and being able to play anything that I want at any time without having to worry about loading and fucking updating my shit, and you know what I mean? It is the best feeling ever, literally.
I just want to say too that the Stadia controller is by far my
Sometimes
favorite
bad things
controller.
happen.
Oh, you think so? I never used it. I use the Xbox
Yo,
controller.
so if you take the Stadia controller and you stick it next to a PlayStation controller, an Xbox One controller, and a Switch Pro controller, it looks like
Shake
an
the
amalgamation of
dice
all three.
And see what the future holds
Really?
for you.
Yeah, it's got the analog stick layout and the triggers of a PlayStation controller. It's got the body shape of the Switch Pro controller, and it's got the button layout of the Xbox controller. Like, it's literally a perfect amalgamation of all three controllers. And it's got the best D-pad of all of them.
You do have a point, but there's something that I disagree with you on that part.
What's that?
Success
I wish the start and select button were on the bottom, and the screenshot and the Google Assistant button were on the top, so I don't accidentally press them.
It's time
I
to
feel like
become an
the
entrepreneur.
assistant button and the screenshot button are so far in that it's almost obnoxious to press them when you want to. I haven't had any issues with that.
But the thing is, I'm so used to my PlayStation controller. No, I'm used to my Xbox controller, which is they're kind of like in the same position as the assistant and the other button, where it kind of like yeah, bro.
Fuck!
Kind of. Don't you wish you stayed in jail
Kind
where
of.
it's safe?
Yeah, do it.
Alright, let's do this, guys. Let me fucking pay you, your
Thank
piece
you.
of shit.
Thank you much.
Hey, you get redemption from your son, right?
I know, right? He's like you got this revenge that
He
you're
did
taking
beat
out
me
on us.
today. He
Jeez.
beat the crap out of me with railroads, man. It was ugly.
So yeah, Garrett, what you were saying though, what were you saying? Continue that.
Like I'm used to the Xbox controller and the start and select button on there.
The train of success.
Right.
They're kind of like near the same position as the screenshot and the Google Assistant button. So for me, it's kind of an issue. But I still have to get used to it. I'm using it right now. So
The Stadia control?
Let's roll the dice.
yeah, and the cool thing about it now, it's wireless on the on the what's it called, the browser, so people could stop bitching about that.
You can actually force wireless on phones by using the browser on the phone.
But it's all good. I'll just land on my own property again.
Hell yeah.
Huh.
Alright, let's see what I
Shake
get
the
because
dice
I'm kind
and
of
see
scared
what
right
the
now, man. I'm not
future
even gonna
holds for
lie.
you.
I hope we don't get a bankrupt right now because we're not even like.
Dude, I
30 minutes in
had
the.
to. Did I land on his shit?
You
Oh,
should have picked
okay.
a different board, man. There's some cool boards on this
You
game.
can't pay the price right now, but maybe.
Hey, don't auction that shit.
Of course. I'm gonna have to fucking do this shit. Auction time! Fuck you. I'm already out. I'm already
Right,
fucking
knocked his
out.
ass out.
You knocked me out cold like Mike Tyson right now. And he does
Really?
I don't know how to.
At the bottom of the screen, it's how much you want to bid.
Okay, yeah, okay, I see it now.
You know, the one thing that I hate is I have
You're
to
just adding
auction.
that to the total bid. The total bid right now is 112. You just got to add 110 or 100 to it, or drop out. You can always do that.
They
too.
should. Yeah, you could do that.
We're
That's
just in a big wallet. Why not?
The thing is, I hate the one thing that I hate about this is the Monopoly is the. Okay, let's say you
You
auction,
can have
right?
enough for 512.
Even if you did auction it, it's the person that has the most money that's gonna win it. You know.
Well,
Unless-
it depends. Like I didn't even want the property. I just drilled the auction up to suck money out of his pocket.
I wish you luck.
You played that smart, huh?
Yeah, I was trying to teach my son that. He was trying to like drop out because he didn't want it, and then watch like the other person get my wife get it for like $1. I'm like, don't do that, bro.
For
At
real.
least get it above the median cost of the property. If they want it,
Right.
then play him a little bit.
Smart.
Yeah, when I was playing with Hector, I made him pay $500 for a property.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for telling me that story. Appreciate it. But yeah, I've been doing horrible
I
in this
wish you
game.
luck.
Let's
I
see,
mean-
Hector. Let's see what you got. You don't have anything I want to trade except for green. I mean, except for blue. But
Honestly,
I can't give.
Honestly, I wouldn't trade with you because the last time I did that, I was more broke than a fucking.
What you want for that orange, bro?
I want If you had green, I would have done it.
I ain't got no green. I ain't got no properties that are valuable to
Manage
you.
your
I'll give you
portfolio.
both of them utility companies.
Okay, all right. For a green, I mean for an orange.
Oh, for the orange.
Okay, because you want that pair. You want that.
I want that monopoly, dog.
Yeah, you want that
I ain't
monopoly.
gonna lie.
Let's play.
I'm honest.
All right,
But I already got a monopoly in the utility companies. I'll
let's-
give both of them to you.
let's fucking do that shit.
All right.
Okay, and I'll
like-
just read Twitch chat. I mean, YouTube chat.
That sounds like a
Why
fucking.
you go?
I think you're gonna fuck yourself harder than a Thai stripper right now, Baz.
You crazy.
But we'll
This
find
ain't my
out.
first rodeo. I'll be all right.
You want the orange one? You said.
Yeah, I want the orange one.
All right, and I'm gonna
And,
take
uh,
the utilities.
Yeah, the two utilities I got. You can have both of them.
All right, deal.
Yep.
Deal or no deal.
Deal.
Was a good trade.
All right, sign that. Put it on the casket.
Yep.
Boom. Wait, isn't orange
What?
like the highest monopoly?
No.
Or something? Which one is
No, Boardwalk and Park Place are the highest. Orange is on the second row. It's not even like halfway up.
it? Oh, okay.
It's about medium. It's right before the halfway mark.
So I have the two blues, huh? What do
Yeah.
you want from me for the two blue for that last blue?
Your soul.
Who got it? Oh, me?
Yeah, you have one of the
You trying
blues.
to get the light blue? You trying to buy the ghetto?
Well,
Wow,
having
what's the
monopoly
point
better
of
than having
getting?
no
What do you
monopoly?
got?
What the
Let me see
fuck
what
is
you
the
got.
point of getting 200 if I'm gonna pay income tax?
Your turn starts
See?
now.
I don't know. I'll think about that. You don't have a whole lot I need. That yellow and that pink are both like, eh.
I'd get the pink.
But do I want to give you a monopoly?
Yeah, you
for
do, man. You know you do.
almost monopoly. I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't want to trade with him last game because he wanted to do a 1-for-1 a lot. And I'm like, no.
All that matters in this game is monopolies. Like, I'm
Exactly.
gonna give you a monopoly when you don't even give me a monopoly. Like, that's not a good. I ain't doing all that.
It's
When I
time
land
to
on the
become
property I
an
just sold it.
That's why I sold it. That's why I sold it. That's why I sold it. I was
Hey, share the love, bro. Share the
I
love.
was thinking ahead, and you know you got to think ahead, man. I invested in myself.
So what do you want? So Hector, what do you want for that boardwalk?
Your life, bro. I want your whole soul for that. God dang it! Stop putting fucking houses. That's because I know
What?
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
land
what
on
you're
them.
talking about. Go back to Stadia. What do you guys think of Stadia? Don't pay attention to the game right now.
Let's
I
roll
think-
the dice.
I know because then I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna hit all those houses the whole time. So you know, we were talking about like the pros and cons of Stadia. I think that's a topic everyone talks about all the time and shit, and it's great because there's a lot of pros to it. You know what I'm saying?
Perhaps you should manage your portfolio.
I think I play Stadia a lot more than I play any other thing right now, which is the crazy part. Because I used to talk so much shit.
You want to know truthfully what I think the hardest mountain for Google to climb with Stadia is right now?
What do you think?
Is overcoming decades of entrenched loyalty to the other consoles, right?
Right.
So you'll have like a PlayStation fanboy or an Xbox fanboy who, without ever seeing Stadia, is gonna bash them, not because they hate Stadia, just because it's not their chosen console. No different than like Steam people bashing the Epic Store or whatever, right? These people have entrenched loyalty to what their personal platform is, and they're gonna just go out. It's just like the Xbox and PlayStation fanboys been fighting for decades, right? Well, now you've got a new competitor that everybody can just bash because it's not their entrenched loyalty, and I think that's going to be the biggest thing for Stadia to overcome. And I think the way that they overcome that is by getting the new titles and get the indies and stuff that they're doing. But the biggest thing is they need the big dogs. They need Fortnite. They need Minecraft. They need Grand Theft Auto 5. They need.
I mean, they already got PUBG. They already got PUBG for one.
That's right. Pay that shit. Oh yeah, 35 in my wallet, bruh. Give me that 35. Buddy.
That's how happy I am right now when I get $35. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
So I was gonna say, they got, to kind of add on to what you said, they got PUBG right now, which is pretty huge.
It's
a good start. They need, what they need to do is like knock into like the Call of Duties and shit, like the fucking Call of Duties and the Final Fantasies and all that shit. I know don't they have one Final Fantasy game or something like that?
15.
Final Fantasy 15, which is a pretty solid Final Fantasy entry. But you know what? If they pulled like Final Fantasy 14,
right?
They got ESO coming down the pipe. I think that'll be huge for them. So if they do something like ESO or say Final Fantasy 14, or if they do say like they need to go cross-platform. They're getting killed. Destiny's getting destroyed because it's not cross-platform.
Yeah, and we
Google
had
needs to flex its muscle and
right,
pay and or force their developers to be cross-platform.
Right. Then me and Garrett, we had a conversation about that on our last podcast.
Intern.
Which was cross-platforming, right? Like every fucking game should have cross-platform now.
Well, the problem is Google doesn't know what they're doing, right? And that's becoming a problem. I mean, they'll learn it. It's growing pains. They're new. That's fine. But like, for example, no game is streaming in 4K right now from Stadia, and that's not Google's fault, right? But Google. So if a game is pushed at 900p, for example, Google is still wrapping that up in a 4K stream and sending a 4K signal to your TV if you're a pro member, right?
Right.
But they're not forcing them to run the game at 4K, so it's just an up-compressed stream. Up-compressed? Enhanced?
Upscaled, yeah.
So they're upscaling, but Google needs to be more diligent and work with the developers more to say, hey, like, you need to push this. And if you're pushing it on Xbox in 4K, we have 12 freaking teraflops. Like, you can push it 4K on our console too. We'll worry about sending it upstream in 4K. That's fine. We got this. You know what I'm saying? Because they're already just upscaling and sending the stream in 4K anyway. So why not put a little more pressure on your developers to push it in 4K?
But do you think like there's too many non-gamers working on Stadia?
No, I think there's too many people working on Stadia that are extremely smart and extremely intelligent with technology, but have never worked on video games and/or consoles.
Right, because it's one thing to be good with technology and to have that knowledge, but making a game or working on like on a gaming system, because games are by far the most are the biggest fucking entertainment industry right now, which is gaming. And if they can't knack that, I feel like you're missing the ball. You know what I mean? You got to know how to work the gaming industry.
Here's one of their problems is, I hate to say this, but Phil Harrison needs to go, right? This is the guy that screwed up Xbox. This is the guy that helped sink the Sega Saturn. This is the guy that used to work for EA. Like this, everything this guy's touched. This was the guy that helped push the PS3. Like everything he touched has died. I don't know how he started working for. I don't know how he started. This is the guy that sunk the Xbox One before on its initial launch. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was Don Matrick.
Oh yeah, well he was part of that too. But Phil Harrison was part of that crew.
Oh, okay, so I didn't know anything about Phil Harrison before Google.
No, he's been around for a long time. He was part of the Sega Saturn flop, I believe, in the States.
Yeah.
And he was part of the PS3 flop.
Home
So like
sweet home.
he's
Have you thought about
yeah, I forgot about
upgrading?
Matrick and his stupid slick down hair. I just successfully like, walked out of my brain.
Starts
Thanks for
now.
resurrecting that one.
Oh shit.
But no, they need to get. What was the guy that helped launch the Xbox 360? He had a shaved head and he always wore gray hoodies under his suit jacket. I forget that guy. They need to get that
Peter
guy.
Moore.
No, not
If it
Peter
isn't a
Moore.
train,
Peter Moore's working
I
at EA
wouldn't
right
take.
now. Although he was pretty cool. He tattooed a Halo 3
Your
logo
time
on his
has
shoulder,
come.
which was pretty dope.
Yeah, he's not afraid to tattoo like debut launches. You know, he tattooed like Grand Theft Auto 4 on his thing.
He also very successfully helped launch a lot of Xbox shit.
It's
Peter Moore
time
wouldn't
to
be a
become
bad choice.
an
I just think
entrepreneur.
that he's probably getting a very fat check from EA right now.
Yeah,
And EA.
I think Peter Moore is pretty good where he's at because EA Sports, love it or hate it, that is a
I
big
think
brand. You know.
he runs too, isn't it?
Yes.
I think he's running sports, right? Yeah, and EA. Oh man, what the fuck? Anthem. Jesus Christ! Like, how do you fuck that
You
up
should
so
manage
bad?
your portfolio.
How did you fuck Anthem up so bad?
Shake the dice and
You would take a good narrative studio and try to force a shared world game that's not their cup of tea
They
down their throat.
literally just had to clone
Home
Destiny
sweet home.
and
Have you
add
thought about
flying. Like
upgrading?
that. Let's be clear. That's pretty much what the game was, right?
Right,
Let's
right,
roll
right,
the dice.
right. I think
I'll tell you. Oh, go ahead.
Impressive.
yeah, I was gonna say like, nah, say what you were gonna say because I have something totally different I'm
Home
talking
sweet
about, but I want to hear what you
Have
were gonna say
thought
about that.
upgrading?
I feel like. Hold on. My sound just jumped for some reason. Oh shit! I don't remember what I was gonna say. I had a really good point
Let's
too.
roll the
That'll
It
count.
sounded
Go
like
ahead.
it sounded like a great point, man. It sounded
Yeah,
like
it was
a
gonna
fucking
be.
awesome point that you kind of dropped the ball, man.
I would have had it two Mike's Hard Lemonades ago.
Dude, I'm being serious. I am buying the
Someone
Mike's Hard
already
now that
owns
you
this
bought it.
property.
I fucking
Time
love
to
this
pay
shit,
the
dude.
rent.
Me
This-
too.
Yeah.
Who would have ever thought Mike's Hard and Monopoly would be a great fucking match?
It's a great pairing, man.
Right.
Every time you
Although I
open
keep
it, you take a
fucking
drink.
paying you guys all my money.
Right. So
One of you guys please land on one of my houses. They're new houses. They're beautiful.
Let's
I mean,
roll the
here's the
dice.
thing,
Do they
bro.
have a jacuzzi or what?
Here's the thing, bro. Your
Sure.
rent is sky high. We live in Cali, so I feel like I'm living in Cali in Monopoly right now. That's how sky high that is.
I'm from New York, man. You preaching to the choir.
I know.
time
New
to
York. I
become
heard it's really
an
bad in New York.
entrepreneur.
You have to pay a lot there, huh?
I'm upstate right
I
now, but
wish you
yeah,
luck.
if you want anything that's not a garbage dump in the city, you're gonna pay $4,000 a month at a minimum.
But what are the wages out there though?
I mean, they're a little higher, but they're not. You're not gonna live in the city unless you got a good job. Like,
I mean,
you
Okay.
better make. If you don't clear 100,000 a year, like you're not living in the city. You could live in the city. You're just gonna live in a shithole.
yeah. Now,
You can't always
So
decide
me
I'm
ask-
talking
what's
like
going
a
to happen to
400
you.
square foot shithole. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's expensive there, literally. I want to ask you guys.
Uh-huh.
I want to ask you guys a question though, real quick. All right, ready? Let me
Okay.
draw. Let me draw this card first. Advance to the nearest railroad, if unknown. Better be my fucking railroad. Is it?
You should hope it's one that's not bought at all yet.
It's
Oh,
Garrett's,
it's mine.
Garrett's railroad. Fuck your fucking
Isn't a
railroad.
train I would
That's
Fuck
awesome.
your fucking railroad, dude.
Thank you,
Okay.
thank
All the
you.
damn money.
So my question, guys,
Your turn
it's been
starts
7
now.
months, right? Roughly about 7 months since Stadia's been a thing.
Holy shit.
What are your guys' thoughts at this moment? Now that we've had about almost 7-8 months of Stadia,
Home sweet home. Have you thought about upgrading?
what did it live to your expectations, or
Yeah.
did it flop to your
Your turn
expectations?
starts
What do you guys
now.
think?
It didn't necessarily flop. Like it did have a rough start, but they just need more narrative-based games. Like I'm not into Destiny. I'm not into Division.
Home sweet
I'm not into PUBG. You know, it's cool that they have it. I'm not even into those indie games that are coming out to Stadia. I want the big dogs. I want the next Call of Duty. I wanted Star Wars Fallen Order back then, not
Yeah,
this
not
summer.
6 months from now.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever happens.
I wanted
don't
Fallen Order back then, you know? I want control on Stadia. I want games to start coming day on date. When they announce all these trailers and they have all the platforms on there, I want Stadia to be next to the Xbox, next to the PlayStation, you know?
That brings up a good point, right? So if you go right now, it's probably still like that. Maybe Google's fixed it. If you go to the Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever the hell the name of the game coming out is, if you go to their website and it shows you the platforms it's coming to, Stadia is not on there. Even though it's coming to Stadia, it says like Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, Advanced to Boardwalk. Does anybody own that?
Yeah.
I own that.
Don't worry, he needs the money. So do you.
But my point is, like, it's coming to Stadia. Google needs to pressure, like, the developers to be like, hey, who's that, Project Red or whatever?
What, for
they need to pressure
Cyberpunk?
the developers to Stadia should be billed as if it's any other console, and it's not. You know what I mean? So when you see that, it almost makes Stadia like it's like their second-rate console. Like, is it coming to Nvidia GeForce Now? Maybe, but I mean, you're not going to put that on the header, right? But Stadia needs to have their name up there with Xbox, with PlayStation, Steam. Like, it should be listed as one of the premier platforms, and Google needs to press their muscle to make that happen.
And Google can do it more than, you know, like almost as much as Xbox, or even better than Xbox. You know,
they're able to do it better than Sony. Sony's like outside of PlayStation, they don't make any money. Like if PlayStation didn't exist and Ken Hirai hadn't saved them, they would have gone bankrupt a decade ago.
I wish you luck.
Right.
Yes.
And I mean, I like Stadia. I mean, I like Sony for their technology, like the cameras and stuff too. But and I'm a big Sony fan. But the PlayStation is the only thing that ever kept me with loving Sony. For specifically the PlayStation 2
Your rent is due.
and the 4. Because the 3 was alright. I mean, I played more Xbox.
Over 3 was trash.
I played Xbox more at the time, the 360.
I hope somebody like lost their job over that horrible cell architecture graphics flop. What a mess. That's not for this. That's not for this this podcast. But you get me on that rant one day.
Yeah,
somebody hopefully got fired over that shit.
We have to talk about that. We definitely do.
I just hooked up my PlayStation 3. Mine's jailbroken and everything because I want to play all the old Tony Hawk games.
I want to play the new one that's coming out.
I want to play the new one that's coming out. Looks so good.
You felt that, huh?
Why is it not coming out on Stadia? That's what I want to know.
Yo, Baz! Third time is a charm, baby. Third time is a charm, baby. And then
Nobody's landed on my house. Just stop by. Just stop. Tennessee, man. New York. There's New York right there.
I took a little drive. Took a little drive there.
Good luck or bad.
Oh, yeah. Good shit, boy.
Hey, he needed he needed that.
So we're about to that time, guys, where it's about to be. I want to do the quick. I want to call that show that we're gonna do in about 5 minutes. We're gonna do a little show. It's this little game show I made up. It's pretty damn cool. It's called Rapid Fire Questions. I'm gonna change it up because that sounds horrible, but I am gonna change it up.
Perhaps you
but it's gonna be.
Hey, someone landed on your houses.
Yeah, he landed on his own damn house. He loves it that much. But we're gonna play rapid fire questions, all right? And the way that the game works is simple. I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and you're gonna pick right off the top. You don't even think about it. Just off the top, I want you to pick your answer to these questions. So there's about 9 questions, and I'm gonna ask them to you guys, and we're gonna talk about it.
We both answer at the same time, or does one go before the other?
Yeah, you can do Baz and then Garrett. All right.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk about it, all right? And here's the point of the game, though. If someone disagrees, or if someone has a different answer, Brett's gonna murder you guys by Marcos. You know what? He probably is, because I'm doing fucking horrible right now. Not even gonna lie.
My son got my back, but yeah.
Hey, don't worry. I landed on your house. You should be happy.
I didn't even notice. I got so much loot. No, I don't even have that much loot.
Yeah, nah. I'm doing horrible right now. Can I actually manage? Can I take off that mortgage property? Yes, I can.
Thanks, buddy, by the way.
You're welcome.
Faith in this. No, I was talking to my son, but thanks to you too.
Is that your son, Marco?
Yeah, Marco's my son.
Oh, I didn't know that. What's up, Marco? What's up, buddy?
What's up, Marcos? Watching both of our streams. I didn't even advertise my stream because this was like a backup.
On your stream.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know how he's on both of them.
Yeah, he's on my chat, on his chat. Only reason why I did my stream because Hector needs to learn how to live stream, and mine's just there as backup. So
He says learn like I'm a fucking do the whole learning and shit. I need to learn how to do YouTube fucking streaming because I haven't done it in like ever.
Don't worry, Twitch is easier.
Hey, hit me up offline. It's actually the same. As long as you know how to use OBS, you can do all of it.
It's super easy. I feel like if anything, it got
Hit me
easier.
up offline, I can hook you up. I'm
Yeah.
pretty good at graphics and overlays and
Yeah.
effects and all
That's
that
definitely
good
what
stuff.
I'm gonna get into. I actually think that it's easier than people think, man. Cause
It's not hard. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's not
master
hard at
OBS.
all.
I personally like Streamlabs OBS a little better, but each their
Yeah.
own. Oh, how about I roll my dice?
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna hop into this game show. It's about that time. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna ask you guys some simple questions, and I gotta pull out of the game really quick. But I'm gonna ask you guys some simple questions, and I just want you to answer it. All right. Let me actually put that up here real quick. Answer to the best of your abilities. All right.
All right.
And by the way, guys, I have my notes up as well because I do need notes because I can't remember for shit. So let's do this.
It's your turn.
All right. So real quick. Number 1, what's your favorite thing to do during the quarantine? Go ahead, Baz.
Stream.
Stream. What about you, Garrett?
Right now it's stream.
That is great. Perfect answer for both
No
of you.
argument.
Perfect. Great way to start this. Perfect way to start this. All right. Number 2.
What about you?
Me, stream. Number 2. What's heavier, 10 pounds of feathers or 10 pounds of bricks?
The same.
Same.
What the fuck?
Your turn.
That was supposed to be
Is that the hard one?
that was supposed to be one of the hard ones. But hey, fuck your house, dude.
Thank
Fuck
you.
your fucking house. How much?
Look,
What's
I
that?
put a jacuzzi in for you, bro.
Yeah, and it's
You
closed
have
off.
paid
They
this
closed it off
player.
because of Corona.
Thanks for the bucket.
Or as long as you stay 6 feet away from the girls, you're good.
I know, huh? All right. Number 3, hot or cold?
Hot.
Be sure to end your tone and your turn. Hot.
Oh,
Actually,
and
cold.
my tone. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Cold. And what'd you say was, Baz?
Hot.
Okay, let's talk about that. Cause I love. First of all, I hate cold pizza. I don't know how people can eat cold pizza.
Cold pizza's the shit.
I
Watch
hate
your mouth.
it. I hate it. What about you, Garrett? You like cold pizza? If you are, we're never
Yeah.
friends. Fuck.
Yeah, why not, bro? I even like pineapple on my pizza. Fight me.
You like?
Fight me.
You guys like pineapple on your pizzas?
It's all right. I'm not a huge fan, but it's not bad.
I think I might have to end the stream. Because of that.
I'll eat it if it's there, but I'm not gonna go out of my way because my mom likes it, and I'm like, fuck it. If I'm ordering pizza, I'll just order her pineapple one.
I'm
Then
more
I'll
of
eat
a,
a cup,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and I'll just give her the pineapple one, and she'll just eat like 2 slices, and I'll have the rest. So it's like, whatever.
Oh man.
Damn it.
And by the way, I
I'm
forgot I
more
had
of a
a
white slice guy, but
I had a whole fucking line for this game show that I'm gonna do hella late, but here we go. We're gonna do the rapid fire game questions, and we're on question number 3 right now. So I kind of fucked up, but we are on question number 3. Let me roll my dice because it doesn't matter at this point. I'm getting demolished. Fuck you!
one.
Oh wait,
Got
never
free
mind.
parking though, bro.
Okay, never mind. I thought I went on that New York house.
Come to you here.
All right. Number
Be sure to
4.
end your turn, by the way.
Oh yeah, let me end my tone or play again.
Let's play.
All right, let's do this. Come on, give me something good. Like, come on. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fuck.
Well, you made
Oh
it
yeah,
past Death Alley.
I did make it past Death Valley.
Sometimes bad things
All right,
happen.
not worried
Smart
about that.
invest-
All right, question number 4. Are you guys ready for this? You ready for this
Yeah,
question?
let's go.
Laura Croft or Nathan Drake?
Laura Croft, because she's a woman. Be sure to end your turn.
He's the OG. Nathan Drake is a ripoff.
You think so?
Hell yeah, I think so.
I mean, Laura Croft is the OG, man. I played the very first Tomb Raider since that shit was created.
But I do like the performance of Nolan North better than
By the way-
Laura Croft.
By the way, Baz, your son is asking, why are you not streaming right now? I wonder that same question.
Nah, I wanted to focus on this, man.
I like that, just in taking it all in, huh? Enjoying it.
Yeah, I wanted to focus on this, man. I could
Right.
stream later. It's good.
Hell yeah.
I might stream tonight, actually.
Yeah. So let me ask. So you guys said Laura Croft. I don't know if you guys knew, but little fun fact: do you guys see Spider-Man: Homecoming or the second one?
Yes.
Yep.
Both of them.
Okay, so you guys know Tom Holland. I don't know if you knew, but he's actually going to be playing Nathan Drake in the newest movie coming
Is
out.
that official?
He is. It is official, if I'm not mistaken.
He looks a little young to play Nathan Drake.
Uh,
The dude's like eternally 15.
Right. He's like 20 something right now. He's like 22. I think.
No, he's not 15, but man, he's gonna stay looking like he's 15 forever.
Yeah, he looks super young. But what do you guys think about that? He's gonna be playing Nathan Drake. That's what I heard.
Good actor. I don't know if he's gonna be. I don't know.
He is a great actor. You know?
Ever since they took the guy from Brokeback Mountain and made him the best Joker ever, I don't like talk shit about decisions that directors and casting people make. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of wish. Did you guys see the short film that Nathan Fillion did?
Who?
As Nathan Drake. Nathan Fillion, the guy on Firefly.
No, I haven't seen
I'm
that.
familiar, but I haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah, he did a very good Nathan Drake.
I could see that. I could totally see that.
Yeah, I think Tom Holland would be good if they were, because you know how Nathan Drake has like the not that what's that shit called, that like a shadow beard type of thing going on, right? Like that's that look and the black hair. If he can do it like that, if they keep to the roots, because I feel like when people try to make games, I mean movies off of games, they just fuck it up. Like the Final Fantasy games, and they made the movies off of those. All I heard was those were horrible. So I feel
I
like,
don't know, but
you know, they do that a lot.
there's a lot of rumors going around right now that they're gonna reboot
comes my way.
Tomb Raider, the movie, and they're gonna cast Daisy Ridley, who would be such a good freaking Lara Croft.
Daisy Ridley, where's she from? Like what movies?
She plays Rey from Star Wars.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
But what about the Tomb Raider reboot that they're doing now?
The one that just came out like a year ago. I don't think it did that good.
Yeah, it didn't do that good. I watched it on like Netflix or something or whatever.
So the chick, like, if you look at Tomb Raider, like, she was always this like
Intern,
super
please.
proper British chick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't think the new chick kind of nails that. But I think Daisy Ridley could super pull that off, like that proper Cockney British, like.
I mean, one, she's hot as hell, so that's you know, so like she can definitely pull it off. If they're gonna do anything like that, they need to put in, because Lara Croft is beautiful, man. So they really need to nail
But
that
she's
one.
also got this very like properness to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This, like, rich, like affluence, and I
Right.
think Daisy Ridley could really kind of nail that.
Right, for sure. So I mean, I guess we'll see. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see
Why?
some.
Stop at my property. Damn.
Nobody, look, man, your shit's.
Nobody wants to stop in New York.
What are you talking about? I stopped at 1 year properties and you get like now you have like $800, bro.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So
you shouldn't be complaining.
yeah, you shouldn't
And
be
now I'm
complaining,
kind of
bro.
sweating a little bit.
I'm sweating the whole game because I'm doing horrible. Let's see what I
You're
get
doing better
now.
than me right now.
Let's see what I'm doing. Let's see what I get right. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh wait, I'm good. Never mind. I counted that wrong.
That ain't mine. No, it's not mine.
What's
Oh, you
up, buddy?
landed on
Cards have to say.
I advanced to Illinois Avenue. Oh, perfect. Do I pass gold though? That's my question.
No, you won't pass go.
No.
I love what you've
And
done
I own
to
the property.
place.
That was good. Perfect. Great. Let me see real quick. I can't even do nothing if I wanted to.
Nope.
All right, never mind. Let me just hop back. See, I'm trying to be all smart and shit, and I can't do anything. So, next question. You ready? Number 5. Number 5. Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star
Star
Wars.
Trek. I
Ooh,
think Trek over Star
crispy.
Wars. Well, it depends what Trek, because they're really fucking Trek up lately. But
What?
so it
Why?
kinda really depends.
So why do you like Star Trek more?
I think it's more grounded. There's so many plot holes. Star Wars is fun, but there's a mess of plot holes in Star Wars. Like, it's a nightmare of plot holes.
Right, and wasn't there something with the Star Wars movies like that they did it like totally out of fucking order? Like you have to start on.
Like, let's not get this twisted. Like, I think Star Trek's a 10 and Star Wars is like a 9. You know, like,
Right.
it's not like I'm like, that's Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love
Right.
Star Wars. I just think Star Trek prior to Discovery does a really good job of like trying to explain its bullshit a little better.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Well, and
So.
Garrett, what do you like about Star Wars better?
Okay, so I kind of missed a mark on both of them when they first came out because I kind of grew up when they were kind of new. Like I was like a little kid, like shitting in my diaper as a little kid.
Right.
And as I growing up, I'm like I kind of want to get into them because I like the space shows. But as But getting into Star Wars was a lot easier than going back and getting into Star Trek because I didn't know where to start with Star Trek. With Star Wars, okay, I could either start at the prequels to go in chronological order, or I could start with the original films and go back and watch the prequels before, I'm thinking back when the prequels were new.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big Star Wars or Star Trek fan, but I will say that both games were horrible. I think they were horrible.
No, I think it's an unfair comparison though, because you've got like 40 seasons of Star Trek for world building, as where Star Wars really only has like 9 movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if Star Wars had the option of having like 20 seasons of episodes, they could have done a lot more world building and probably fleshed a lot of things out. Like The Mandalorian is amazing, and I think that's probably my favorite TV show I've watched in the last couple years.
I heard it was a good TV show.
But the thing is, going in there, going in there as a new fan and figuring out where, to start with Star Trek, and the fact that
everything chronologically, starting at the beginning of the next generation.
Fuck. Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons that Star Trek is so easy, because they kind of created this problem in Star Wars. You can't watch them chronologically because there's too many secrets. Why do I hear cops? Who's getting arrested?
Sorry, sirens are my end, so someone's getting fucked up over there.
Garrett.
Like a damn war going on.
Garrett lives in the hood, so yeah.
Apparently.
That's for sure.
But yeah, what I was saying was so you can't watch Star Wars chronologically because too many oh shit moments would be revealed. Like the whole Anakin's your father shit would be fucked if you watch them chronologically.
Right.
You have to watch them 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Like you have to.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the movies are out of order, kind of.
But since I was 15, the Star Trek stuff was kind of old school, right? Like the originals, you said. I'm 32.
Yeah, so you kind of missed it, right?
Exactly.
Where there was no Star Wars, I can see, or Star Trek, I can see that.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, do I start here? Do I start here? But the quality of the shows, it's like watching a show from the 70s and.
Oh, Next Generation is not that bad. It's 90s. It's not that bad. You want to see?
But the thing is, I wouldn't have known if I didn't look online to see where I started. I wouldn't have known. I would have popped into the episode. I'm like. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Click out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was going to say it. I think you can safely ignore the original series, and there's going to be old baby boomers that are pissed off at me for saying that. But fuck the boomers. I don't give a shit. So fuck the original series. Start at Next Generation, and then just watch everything chronologically, and you're straight.
Right.
And the first three seasons of the Next Generation are going to seem kind of old and out of place. You just got to suffer through them until you get to the good shit. When the Borg shows up, everything goes to hell and it gets awesome.
Right.
So what do you think of the Orville?
The Orville is probably by far that's tied for first place with Rick and Morty for my favorite TV show on the air right now.
Damn, I love Rick and Morty.
Oh, the Orville is what Discovery should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll get down in the Orville, no problem.
The Orville's amazing. Amazing.
So we got the big question here, right? Which is our number 5 or 6, Sony or Microsoft?
Sony.
Microsoft.
Ooh, damn! We got mixed.
Why isn't Google part of that?
Because
we're doing a Google podcast.
Because we're doing a Google, right?
I'll take Microsoft over Sony. And like I said, I have a rant about Sony that is got to be for another podcast because I'll go on for a half an hour about that.
What's the main reason you would say Microsoft over Sony? If you have to say one, you know what I mean?
Sony has anti-consumer business practices.
Ooh.
It has nothing to do with the quality of the games, and it has everything to do with how they repeatedly screw over their customer to make money.
Right. And I love Sony too, which is a crazy thing. But I love it more because the games
made by Sony.
Right.
But the games are third party. When you actually look at Sony's business practices, they're extremely anti-consumer.
That's true. Like fucking Last of Us is one of my favorite games, and that's Naughty Dog all the way. And I love Naughty Dog. Yeah.
In fact, I can't think of a game off the top of my head that comes from a first party Sony studio.
Yeah, even Ghost of Tsushima is their biggest exclusive about to come out. And that shit, who's the developers for that one, Garrett? again?
Sledgehammer.
Yes,
no, not Sledgehammer.
No, it's the one that made Infamous.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch,
Sucker
right?
Punch makes that, yeah.
So yeah, they have a lot of third parties for sure. So I can see why
They live off their third parties. In fact, we'll start to get into this, right? It's like when Sony first came out, like it's because they got in a fight with Nintendo and they shit canned the next Nintendo project and used their own the technology they built for Nintendo to make the original PlayStation, right?
Right.
And
but wasn't that Nintendo's fault though?
Oh, probably. I'd give it a 50-50. That's not the bad part, right? So the bad part is that Nintendo said, well, F you, and shit canned the Double D and decided to come out with the Nintendo 64, which is roughly 5 times more powerful than the original PlayStation, right? So Sony shitting a brick because they put an unproven technology through CD drives that were too slow to read and write information. Couldn't even write information. You needed memory cards. They started shitting a brick. Oh, fuck. They started shitting a brick and getting scared. So they signed all the third parties into making exclusive games for them under a 5-year contract, or they weren't allowed to make games for them at all, which in essence just crippled the Nintendo, right? So they didn't play fair where they were like, oh, we'll just make the better system and see who makes the better games. They're like, we made a really shitty system that can't hold up to the Nintendo 64. So we're going to lock them down so they can't make games for the Nintendo 64. Had they not done that, the games could have been multi-platform, which is better for the developer and the consumer because now you can pick the better of the two games.
Right.
Sony didn't allow that to happen. And then when the PlayStation 2, which is one of the highest selling console systems of all time, came out, it was the least powerful system, missing tons of features that had already become standard in the industry, like 4 controller ports, built-in networking. It had none of that stuff. And it was still gimped with a 32-bit chip when everybody else had moved on to 64-bit chips. And they did the same thing. They locked all their third parties into exclusive contracts to prevent them from making games on other consoles. And it all came to a head when the Xbox came out and Final Fantasy X was about to come out. And Squaresoft, which wasn't Squaresoft back then, I think it was a Square. Or it was Squaresoft back then, it's Square now.
It was one of those, I don't remember.
Squaresoft actually went as far as making Final Fantasy X for the original Xbox and had them packaged and ready to sell. And Sony shit themselves because the Xbox was so much more powerful than the PlayStation that they literally bought 14% of Squaresoft so that they could have a big enough vote to destroy and shut down the Xbox version. And as soon as they shut it all down and canceled it, they sold off their shares in Squaresoft. Like, that's literally anti-consumer. And then the icing on the cake is when the PlayStation 3 was coming out, Sony literally got caught in because they were sued about it, right?
Yeah.
And they literally had an email that was discovering in the lawsuit that basically was the developers of the PlayStation bitching at Sony, like, why are we putting a Blu-ray player in our device? A Blu-ray only reads at quad speed, while DVD drives read at 52 speed. We can't pull information off these discs fast enough for these games. And Sony's like, their actual reply, Sony to the PlayStation division, was, we've built enough customer loyalty that we're going to cash some of that loyalty in to push the Blu-ray initiative. Like, think about what that says. Like, we know they're loyal enough to buy it even if it's shitty because we need to push Blu-ray to beat HD DVD. So fuck the PlayStation people. We'll just cash their loyalty in to push the Blu-ray narrative against HD DVD, because at the time Blu-ray was getting stomped by HD DVD.
Right. Oh yeah.
So they literally.
But it worked for them though.
No, it worked, right? And there's a lot to be said in business, right? About when you go into like consumer ethics, is it okay to fuck over your consumers to make money? And I think the hatred that people have for EA is a big example that you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? The love until recently, the love that like Blizzard gets, for example, shows you that you should be consumer facing forward. You know what I'm saying? And not anti-competitive in a way that Sony has been, right?
Right.
So not that I hate Sony. The desk I'm sitting at right now has a PlayStation 4 on it that's hooked to this computer. Like, I don't hate Sony, right? But if I had to pick a company, well, if I had to pick a company, like you forced me to pick one or the other, I think Microsoft's a shitty company too, but I think they're a little more consumer facing than Sony is.
Right. And then Garrett, you said Microsoft. I mean, you said Sony, huh?
Listen,
what was your
side? I do not have brand loyalty at all, and right now, Sony has entertained me with Final Fantasy VII, Persona 5, then we got Ghost of Tsushima, and we're getting Last of Us 2, which is I'm probably not going to even get that game.
Do you think it's going to come out on 4, or do you think that's just going to push straight to 5?
What, the Last of Us?
Last of Us.
No, they'll push that on 4 for sure.
Yeah, they're getting everything out before the next generation. But the thing is like, I'm looking at what they're doing right now, and to me, Microsoft with the Xbox is not doing much.
No, I agree that Sony's beating them.
And
on
their fucking first look was horrible.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Sony or Microsoft?
The Microsoft, their Xbox Series X first look was fucking ridiculous. If you've seen it.
Yeah, but Microsoft, ever since Bill Gates stepped down and Steve Ballmer took over,
right,
it went to shit, and Sundar Pichai has not been able to right the ship. So they're just kind of floundering. Like, let's push away Xbox. What is Microsoft doing? They're about to get their entire operating system stolen by Google if Google ever launches Fuchsia.
Right.
Microsoft's fucked, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Office, who the fuck cares? Everybody uses Google Docs. Explorer, everybody uses Chrome. So like, nobody uses Bing. You know, like, what does Microsoft have outside of Xbox right now? Nothing. They have nothing.
That's why they're
money from enterprise, but as far as consumer facing, they have nothing.
That's why Stadia is gonna overtake, just because it's so convenient. You know what I mean?
This goes back to what we talked about an hour ago, where I was like, out of all the tech companies right now, nobody's fucking with Google.
Fuck.
They're so far ahead of everybody in every.
Hey, you can afford it.
Oh, I can.
Nope,
God damn. God damn.
Mortgage.
Bro, this is a whole rack. I spent a whole rack on this shit.
Yo, but there's a jacuzzi, son.
Yeah.
Doing strippers.
The jacuzzi better have golden fucking water or something. That's all I'm saying.
BBW strippers, bro.
Fuck. Okay, I guess I had to sell that. Okay, I have enough.
One more thing.
One more thing.
No, you need like $30.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he wants his $30, bro. He wants his expensive ass New York food.
Damn,
you
bro.
Got a rack, dude. And you down to $50.
It's all good. The game show's almost done. Thank God. All right. With that being said, we're gonna jump to the next question just because I got fucked harder than a Thai stripper with that one. So let's talk about the next one. Number 7, favorite game publisher. Go.
No. I wanted to say Blizzard, but I can't say Blizzard because they have fucking dropped so many balls lately.
Okay, so who would be
Bethesda? Let's go with Bethesda.
Oh, you pick Bethesda? What?
I'll go with Bethesda right now, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Bethesda?
Wait, you said publisher or developer?
Publisher.
Yeah,
Publisher.
I'm going with Bethesda.
They're all
crazy.
fucking.
I'm going Chucklefish.
They're all fucked up. It's really hard.
Yeah, it was hard. I was gonna say Blizzard, but they fucking dropped so many balls in the last 2 years.
They've been
Or
dropping
Chucklefish.
They've been dropping the Call of Duty ball lately. That's what they've been dropping.
That's not Blizzard. That's Activision. I don't know. I consider them separate entities, man.
You think so?
I know they're not.
Yeah.
They're not, but yeah.
I don't know, man, cause
I'm trying to think. I guess Ubisoft is like
solid.
Ubisoft.
Don't give up.
I don't like
I'm
Ubisoft.
staying with
Is the
Bethesda.
key to success.
I think first of all, I think Bethesda dropped the ball when they fucking dropped Fallout. The most recent Fallout.
76?
Yeah,
but that's really kind of the only thing that they kind of fucked up. And to be fair, it's successful.
No.
Doom Eternal just now.
They fucked up Doom Eternal. Yup, and I love
Doom
Doom.
Eternal's good.
It is good.
They put the anti-cheat in there the other day.
Yeah,
I haven't played it in like a couple weeks. But Doom Eternal's got 9.8 reviews and shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they waited till all the review scores to be solid, then they put all this anti-cheat bullshit in there.
No, Doom Eternal.
On Stadia, I wouldn't even have noticed anti-cheat.
No,
I don't think.
Oh, it's only on the PC one.
I don't have I just got it on Stadia. See that another mark for Stadia.
Another mark for fucking Stadia, right? That's why we did the show. But no, Doom Eternal's good. But okay, let me look at. Ready? Fallout was horrible. Wolfenstein Youngblood was fucking horrible.
It wasn't great, but it was good.
Compared to the other Wolfensteins, that shit was fucking trash.
Okay.
And I mean, that's pretty much it. But I just think that they're
everything else is great.
but it's the thing with Fallout is they fucked it up so bad that I can't even forgive them.
Okay, lately, Bethesda's been doing a lot of anti-consumer practices.
Yeah, they have. We just had a conversation about that.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, with you and your Sony.
Right.
Fair enough. I'm agreeing with you. That's fair enough. I'm not even arguing it.
I just gotta say, but
it was a hard question because think about Golden Blizzard, right? What company now is operated like that? None. Nobody. Literally
no.
right? So like when you ask me,
Let's see if
it's like
chance
picking
is
the
on your
worst of the
side.
evils, right? They're all doing some good things, but they're all doing some really fucked up microtransaction-y bullshit, right? So that's why I
Yeah.
said Chucklefish. I challenge you to find a more wholesome developer than Chucklefish.
All right, I guess we'll do that then. I want to check that out, but I don't know, man.
I guess
because-
CD Projekt Red is considered a publisher, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
they're pretty
publisher. They're really good. They've been doing extremely good, especially we got to see with Cyberpunk.
Let's hold that out till Cyberpunk comes out.
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
that
say.
is true.
If they can nail Cyberpunk, then they will
it's
dominate.
done.
They will dominate the
This
industry.
property
I can
is
tell you that
Witcher's
much.
one of my favorite games of all
Find
time.
a way to
Right.
raise-
Let's talk about the next question. You ready? What's your favorite game developers
Of all time,
of all time?
Blizzard.
I can see you saying that because you always talked about Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard. I would say mine is the last 2 years. Blizzard.
I'm trying to think.
Chucklefish. No, I'm just kidding. Blizzard.
Probably.
You said developer.
Yeah, you said that. Yes.
They're developer. Naughty Dog's developer.
All right, it's your turn to auction, bro.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Baz.
not me. Oh, it is my turn. What are we auctioning? Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the screen.
The green.
Pacific Avenue? I'll throw a hundo on that. Great.
Mine is very hard to
Excellent. What do you give me for the green? Before we continue. I have the green for
yeah.
you. We'll continue on. You think about it for a minute, because I don't know if you have anything to give me, but I'll take both utilities back for the green. Is that you'll have
At this point, I'm just having fun.
You have a monopoly.
Okay, I haven't gone yet, bro. I haven't gone yet.
Go ahead.
The developers to pump it up.
What?
It's your turn.
Oh Jesus! I want Rock Band to come back. Who's that? Harmonix?
Yeah. Hemonix. Yeah, because I don't know if you guys cared, but they've been consistent on their games. Every 2 years they release a new game. You update the same machine. Sometimes you have to update the hardware, but they always have a solid upgrade path.
Not NetherRealm. I like NetherRealm too.
Yeah. Except for Mortal Kombat 11, I didn't like all the microtransaction bullshit that they put in, but I'm pretty sure that's a WB shit. Hector, it's your turn.
I love Mortal Kombat 11. I thought it was great. Yeah.
Persona 5 Royal.
You should manage your portfolio.
I've been playing old shit. I don't even know what the fuck came out this year.
Shake the dice and see what the future holds
Yo.
for you.
I like the Eternal. It was solid. Oh wait, when did Mortal Kombat? Wait. When did Mortal Kombat 11 drop?
Oh, last year.
Was that last year? No, yeah. I guess
Even on Stadia last year.
Was it really? Jesus Christ, this year's flying by.
Good news.
I guess I'll go with Doom. I've been playing all old shit. I
Your
play a lot of
turn
Minecraft
starts
and shit.
now.
Like I haven't fucking. Yeah, I play a lot of Minecraft, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Do you guys play Java? I play both, but you play Java or Bedrock?
Bedrock, because it's easier for him to play Bedrock.
Truly
I'm down with Bedrock. I
unfortunate.
play on both.
No, we play Bedrock.
Your time has
Yes. No. You probably get frustrated and quit by now if we play Java.
I'll play either. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, me neither. Like, I have both, I don't give a shit, and it's a lot easier for newer players to get into Bedrock.
Core Bedrock is actually a better Minecraft than core Java. Java's just amazing because you
Shake
can
the
mod the
dice
dog shit
and
out of
see
it.
what the future holds for you.
I interviewed Dryden Joss. He said if you're playing solo, do Bedrock. If you're playing with other people across platforms, do Bedrock.
I agree on both those things. Yeah. My big name is Baz4K, and I'm a streamer. That's what I'll leave that one with.
My name is G Million, and I can't think. I don't want to say. I can't. I'm not going to say I'm a streamer too, because that's just the safe thing out.
All aboard!
I'm a player. How's that?
I'm a player.
It's your turn.
I'm a pimp. That's 2 words. That's 2 words.
No, 2 words.
To happen.
I'm using your rules against you. Thank you.
Unless you're from New York City, then dead ass B is 1 word.
Your time has come.
Yeah, we all know who the clear winner of this game was.
I wish you luck. This is your chance to own some real
Yeah, no
estate.
problem. Thanks a lot,
Are
man.
you ready?
Thanks for having me.
Peace, homies.
Later.